Hey, this is Michelle, your motivator. I'm just in the park looking at this stump of what used to be a tree. Isn't it amazing that even though the base of the tree has been cut down, the leaves are cut down, the limbs have been cut off, that the root, the foundation, still lives? That's one of those things you have to say, wow. So, what am I saying to you? In life, you will be cut down, sometimes cut off, sometimes left for dead. But as long as you know there is still life in you, you can maintain who you are and what you are. You're a creator. Be creative. Just because you went through this doesn't mean it's over. Just because you have to go through that doesn't mean it's over. No matter who cuts you down or who decides that you're nothing or who calls you everything but, you have to know within yourself, I'm still a tree of life. Pull off my leaves, cut off my limbs, push me over, try to saw me in two, but I'm still a tree of life. And regardless of how tall you stand, when you have a foundational root, you'll always be a tree of life. When your roots are grounded deep into knowing who you are, whose you are, then no matter what people do to you, you're still a tree of life. As we look around and we see all the trees that are still standing, they are no different from this tree that they call themselves cutting down. You see how big this stump is? Even though it's been cut down, it's still here. It's hard to pull up a tree of life with a certain roots. The deeper the roots are, the taller you stand. So I'm encouraging someone today to experience life at its fullness, to love yourself more than you love others. First, you have to love you first. In the Bible it says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you're not loving yourself, you couldn't possibly be telling somebody else you love them, because you haven't learned to embrace you, appreciate you, take you out, buy you something. Tell yourself every day in the mirror, I love you, because you're a tree of life. A tree of life always produces. A tree of life always stands. A tree of life, no matter what the storm is, continues to be a tree. The storm does not determine who you be. The storm determines how you stand in the midst of it. So this is Michelle, your motivator. Still looking at this stump and still seeing life in it. So what am I saying to you? No matter how tall you stand, no matter how short you are, no matter how beat up you've been, still stand and be a tree of life. Well, this is Michelle, your motivator, letting you know that you've been created by the Creator to be creative. So start creating, stop duplicating and imitating. You are the greatest version of you. Hope your day is a blessed one, a great one. Create something different today. Do something you've never done before, and watch how exciting your day becomes. Have a blessed one.